Hi everyone, I'm Ross, your mattress expert from RealMattressReviews.com. Today we have the Puffy and the Puffy Lux here in my new showroom in Minnesota. If you are in Minnesota, look us up, click the link down in the description. You can see where I'm located if you want to check some of these out in person before you buy them. So what we're going to do today is talk about the similarities and the differences between these two mattresses. We'll take a look at the construction, and we'll talk about how each one of them feels. And then I'll talk about which one I think might work best for who. As always, before we get started, we understand how stressful mattress shopping can be. So after this review, if you're still interested in more, click over to RealMattressReviews.com where you can find hundreds of other great reviews, and click on the coupons tab to find the best mattress deals available online. Alright, let's get this review started. Alright everyone, first up, as always, we'll talk a little bit about the company and company policies. So Puffy offers a lifetime warranty, a 101 night sleep trial, so you're going to have plenty of time to decide if either one of these mattresses is right for you. The company itself has been around for a couple years now, and they really took off after appearing on the Ellen show. So they have over 5,000 reviews right now on the website, most of which are all positive reviews. Right now, the Puffy Lux comes in at $17.95. However, if you click the link down in the description and head over to Real Mattress Reviews, we've got a coupon, so it brings the price down $200 to $15.95. The original Puffy Lux, the more affordable option, is going to be $950 after our coupon, which you can also find in the link down in the description. So ultimately, it's going to come down to your personal needs and preferences and the price you really want to pay for your next mattress. You've got a pretty big price difference between a 10 and a 12-inch thick mattress. Next up, we're going to dive into these mattresses, and this should give you guys a pretty good idea on which one of these you might want to consider buying. One other quick thing, we're starting a new mattress giveaway program. If you subscribe to the channel, comment on this video, and like this video, you will be automatically entered. We're going to be giving away a mattress every month. You can also click the Mattress Giveaways link down below, and that will bring you over to the site where there's a couple other ways to apply for that mattress. All right, next up, we're going to talk about the construction. So you have the two models. The original is 10 inches thick, and the Puffy Lux is 12 inches thick. The original is 3 layers. The Lux is 4 layers. So you're benefiting here by having a 12-inch, so it's a thicker mattress. Might work better for heavier sleepers, those of you that just want a thicker mattress. And there's some other benefits to that we'll talk about here in a little bit. But they start off here with a 3-inch gel-infused memory foam layer. That's the top comfort layer, followed up by 2 different 2-inch support layers and a 5-inch foam core. So you've got 4 layers in there versus 3 layers over here. And this layer, the second layer on the Lux, is supposed to provide better support, and especially in the lumbar spinal area. And then it also adds a little bit extra bounce, in my opinion, compared to the original. So it's got a really good balance of support and pressure relief at the same time. Over here on the original, you've got 3 layers, 3 inches of gel-infused memory foam on that top comfort layer. So it has the same exact foam on the top layer in both of these. Followed up by a 2-inch support layer and a 5-inch foam core. So what's missing on the original 10-inch is just that 1 extra layer of 2-inch support foam. So realistically, they're both gonna feel relatively similar, because this one is a little bit thicker and has that extra layer. It will be maybe 1 step softer than the original. And then we'll talk a little bit here about why I personally like a thicker mattress versus the thinner one. But really, it's ultimately gonna come down to how much money you wanna spend and what you prefer. All right guys, now that you know how these are constructed and the differences in price and everything, we're gonna talk now about the good stuff, how the mattresses perform, how they feel, and then who I think might want each mattress. So on the top layer, you know that they have the same comfort foams, but we'll just push down on the foam and give you guys an idea of the response time. So as I push down, it comes up pretty fast in terms of memory foam. It's not super fast, which is a good thing because that would mean it's not a very good quality memory foam, but it's not super slow either, so you're not gonna have as much of a stuck feeling as you can get with some memory foams. So pretty fast on the 10-inch. The 12-inch is gonna be pretty much the same. It might be just a tad faster underneath that top comfort layer because of that added 2-inch support layer that you don't have in the 10-inch. But overall, they're gonna be pretty close in terms of foam response. And what this is gonna help with is when you are laying down and you let yourself sink in and you go to adjust positions, it's pretty easy to move. But if it's super slow response time, this hole takes a lot longer to come back up, and then you kind of feel like you're falling back into that hole. It just makes changing positions a lot harder. So most people shouldn't have an issue with that on either one of these mattresses. So as I lay here on the original 10-inch, I would give this mattress about a 6 to 6.5 out of 10, with 10 being the firmest. So you're gonna have a pretty good medium feel that should appeal to the vast majority of you out there. With the 10-inch, if you are a heavy person, like over 300 pounds, you're not gonna bottom out when you're laying down per se, but if you sit on the edges a lot, you might want the thicker option. But overall, generally, if you are a heavier sleeper, I do recommend a thicker mattress than a 10-inch. But most people out there, this is not gonna be an issue in terms of like bottoming it out or anything. You shouldn't have any issues with that really at all. But, so it is a kind of a true medium feel. It feels good in pretty much all sleep positions. As I lay here on my back, what I look at a lot is lumbar support, and it feels really nice there in my lumbar. This foam is kind of gives you a floating feeling, but yet still really good pressure relief. And either one of these mattresses are gonna be great for combination sleepers. The blend of this memory foam works really good for pressure relief. So even here on my side, my hip and my shoulder don't have a lot of pressure pushing back up. And I could see 100% stomach sleepers might prefer something a little bit firmer. But for the most part, in our sleep trial, when we did review this, I slept on my stomach and my side most of the time, and it was still firm enough for me on my stomach where I didn't get a lot of lower back arch. So for the most of you out there, it's gonna work in all 3 sleeping positions. But as I mentioned, 100% stomach sleepers might prefer a firmer mattress. So we're gonna look now here at edge support on the 10-inch. So foam mattresses in general are just fairly average for edge support. A lot of times when you get into a hybrid or something with foam encased edge support and coils on the inside, you might find you'll have a little bit better edge support. And I'm talking mainly here in the seated position. So as I sit here, you can see the foam, the comfort layers sink down pretty easily. Once you hit that foam core, you do feel that support though. I'm not too worried about that here in the seated position. I'm more worried about it when I'm laying on the edge and whether or not I feel like I'm rolling off of the mattress. And on either one of these, you can sleep really close to the edge without feeling like you're being ejected. I have a little bit of that on the extreme edge, part of my body hanging over. But you know, when you're a little bit more realistic, where you'd actually sleep on this queen, you're not gonna have issues with feeling like you're rolling off the mattress on either one of these. But we'll take a look here at the 12-inch as well. While we're on edge support, I'll do the same thing over here. We'll sit down. So as you can see here, just being thicker, it doesn't sink in as far down as that one, and because it has that extra support layer in there. Of course, the top comfort layer and that top support layer sinks in, but once you hit that second support layer and then that foam core, you're finding that this is gonna have a little bit better edge support. And that's pretty typical when you have a thicker mattress versus a thinner mattress. But same thing here, I'm not too worried about it in seated position personally. But on this, even on the extreme edge, I really don't have that roll-off sensation at all. Same story if we're a little more realistic, where you'd actually sleep. You won't have any issues like that at all. So here on the Puffy Lux, as I mentioned, it's just a tiny bit firmer than the original. So I would put this at probably between a 6.5 and a 7 out of 10, with 10 being the firmest. So you're gonna have a little bit more additional support in the lumbar area, and I think they like to tout better spinal support on the Puffy Lux, and I would tend to agree with that by having that extra support layer in there, a little bit denser support layer. So same thing here, it's gonna work really nice in all 3 sleeping positions. If you are a 100% stomach sleeper, this one might be a little bit better since it is a tad firmer, but the vast majority of you out there and combination sleepers are gonna really prefer either one of these mattresses in terms of how they perform with sleeping positions. So ultimately, the 12-inch, you're gonna get a little bit better support, you're gonna get a little bit better edge support, and if you are a heavier sleeper, I would recommend stepping up to the thicker mattress in general. You won't have to worry at all about bottoming out. If you're sitting on the edge, you're gonna have better edge support, and then ultimately a little bit better deep compression support, which is gonna be good for anybody, but especially for heavier sleepers that are gonna require a little bit additional support. Additionally, if you are heavier, you will tend to wear out a mattress faster. So starting off a little bit firmer, like the Luxe, is gonna be beneficial for you in the long run. But I do think both of these mattresses are gonna hold up very well. And additionally, they have that lifetime warranty. There's probably gonna be some fine print things in that warranty. You might wanna dive into that a little bit more, but regardless, it's gonna be better than your standard store warranty between 10 and 15 years. So they're stepping it up in that area. And then the trial periods, obviously, you're gonna have plenty of time to decide if it's right for you. So ultimately, who should choose the 10-inch? That's gonna be people that are price conscious, but still want a great mattress with good support and very good pressure relief. Combination sleepers are gonna like this mattress. And the last thing I would say is if you are above 300 pounds, you might want to consider either this mattress or another mattress. I don't typically recommend 10-inch mattresses for heavier sleepers. So who would maybe consider the 12-inch? Well, first of all, if you just like a thicker mattress. So on these platforms, it's fine, but some people might have a really tall headboard and they want a thicker mattress. Or if you have a really low headboard, you might prefer a thinner mattress so it doesn't dwarf your headboard. But ultimately, it's gonna come down to if you want additional spinal support, a thicker mattress, and just a little bit better edge support. That would maybe prompt me to upgrade to the Puffy Lux. But ultimately, they're both gonna be a great option, and they do feel pretty similar, but you can notice that this is a little firmer with better spinal and lumbar support. But overall, both quality made mattresses. I hope this video was helpful, guys. If you have any questions, drop me a message below. Otherwise, over at realmattressreviews.com, on the right-hand side of the screen, there's a tab that says Mattress Concierge. Shoot me a message. Maybe you're stuck between a couple options, or you just have some questions on a specific mattress. Drop me an email and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, you can grab coupons by clicking the links below or heading over to the website to help you guys save a little money if you decide to try any of these mattresses. We'd greatly appreciate it if you click those links. If you click those links before you buy. We put a lot of work into these videos, and if we can get supported by you guys, we can continue to keep doing this. It's at no extra charge to you to click those links, but they'll give us a little bit of a referral fee. All right, guys, I really appreciate you watching. Thank you, and have a great day.